guys already know this is the main one tapping in all the way from H-Town, Houston, Texas. I'm here with my boy T.A.G.
T.A.G.
T.A.G sucks.
T.A.G, very nice, very evil.
T.A.G's gonna kill you.
That's T.A.G shit.
Whose house? T.A.G's house, baby.
The only thing we're gonna do is take over, baby.
Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
Free fall as I dive through the kaleidoscope in my mind. No rope up to climb. Gotta remind myself that I'm fine. Mama, I don't really.
What it is, what it was, and what it do, Tag Nation. Welcome to another episode of Tag Me In, aka TMI, with your soon-to-be favorite members of the IWC here. You have me, the disembodied voice of the two-time technical predictions champion, ScooterRay, in the building. You have the man to my right, my best frenemy, my Osprey to my Swerve, my Roman to myself, since you know Roman is technically older. My Roman to my Seth, Lip Dizzle, aka Mr. One More Time.
SummerSlam, baby. It's happening.
Let's do it then. Let's go. You heard it first right now. SummerSlam is going down again.
Before I get the tag
going
in the
down
bank.
for real.
Now, down below Lip Dizzle, you got that beautiful human being, Jaeger Bombastic, so fantastic, the heartthrob of this thing. And then, of course, it's apropos that after the Forbidden Door pay-per-view, we have the Forbidden Door with us.
Hold on, let me cut you off there. I am no longer the Forbidden Door. Listen, just like AEW, they should drop the whole Forbidden Door pay-per-views. I am no longer Forbidden Door. I mean, I'm here every week with, well, not every week, but you know, I'm here almost every week.
You were originally dubbed the Forbidden Door, and it just so happens that it just, you know, a happy accident.
A happy accident.
Door PLE pay-per-view just ended. But yeah, gentlemen, how y'all doing? How y'all feeling?
A little light on the weight there.
Yeah, he said the thing.
Understandable.
He said it right over there. Yeah,
it's understandable. I mean, it's so I'm gonna say something, and Dizzle is gonna understand, but that secondary championship caters to my Virgonian nature of being detailed.
Okay. Virgonian.
Virgonian. You heard what I said. My Virgonian nature of being detailed. You know, WrestleMania, you know, Tag Mania. I let y'all two have fun. You know, both of y'all ran off with the championships. That's fine. That's fine.
Let us have fun.
But the person who is not here does have something that belongs to me, and that's Leo, who's the current tag champion.
Oh,
he has something that belongs to me too. But I will come for that soon enough.
So you're acting like a championship rematch is in line.
Soon enough. You know what I'm saying? I gotta let it simmer a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Gotta let it simmer. But it's no secret, Tag Nation, that the bulk of this show will be talking about Forbidden Door and the fallout for Forbidden Door. But kind of almost the first time ever, we're going to quickly run through TNA Slammiversary. Now, TNA has just celebrated 24 years of being a company, like the zombie of professional wrestling.
For real.
This is the company. Yeah. This is the company that will never die. They just celebrated 24 years. Now, if you're looking at the day, yes, this was the first show that came on Sunday, followed by NXT at the same time, AEW. So I literally spent almost 9 hours. I spent the work shift watching wrestling on Sunday. But
you know, I have to say this, with all the wrestling shows that we had last weekend, you know, it takes like a week to recover because I'm just so wrestled out by the end of Forbidden Door, you're just so wrestled out, and you're like, hey, you do it all over again.
Nah, Scoot watched Scoot watched Raw. He watched NXT. He watched AEW. Man, he can't get enough.
Can't get
And
enough.
I'm currently watching Collision. So yeah.
Look at that.
Man,
I haven't.
He wants more.
I haven't stopped watching wrestling technically since last Friday.
That's crazy.
Damn.
That's wild.
You know, technically.
But you know, it's also crazy with all
Can't
this,
get enough.
with all this counter programming. I mean, we could tell, you know, with WWE.
Wait.
Oh wait, sorry.
We'll get to that in a minute, Judge.
I'll put a pin in that.
Put a pin in that.
Okay.
Ultimate X did return. Cedric Alexander defended against Fabian Eichner, Mr. Elegance, Amazing Red, Leon Slater, KC Navarro, and the king of TNA, Frankie Kazarian. Now, the one thing I've always loved about Ultimate X, and for those who are unfamiliar with the Ultimate X, is the structures that they put on the ring in a put ropes across to make a giant X with the championship in the middle. And you pretty much have to climb the ropes to retrieve the championship. And the beauty of this match is you have to retrieve the championship and get down to the ground. It's not just pulling off the championship. You got to make it down to the ground. This was exciting to see, but the closing moments was Leon Slater. He pulled the championship down, but he was still kind of upside down. And as he was kind of holding the championship down, Cedric Alexander just jumped up and just said, "Thank you." It just, it just kept it pushing.
He's a figure. That's mine. He said, "You know, that's a classic kill." We've seen that multiple times in a Ultimate.
So Cedric Alexander retained his X Division championship, and after the match, Frankie Kazarian let Amazing Red know that at Bound for Glory in October, he will be inducted into the TNA Hall of Fame. So, big congrats to Amazing Red, who has been a pillar in the wrestling community. Period. Yeah. Whether it was TNA, House of Glory, wherever Amazing Red is at, he's always been an enhancer. You know, he's done so much for the business, and congrats to him. Mustafa Ali. Yes. Mustafa Ali defended his international championship, and on the pre-show, it was announced he would be defending it in a triple threat match. Daria Ray, or Sonya Deville, for those who don't know. She had an opponent, and Santino Marella had an opponent. Daria Ray's opponent was Rich Swann, and Santino's opponent was the debuting Uhaa Nation, or for those that don't know, Apollo Crews back in WWE. So he's officially TNA for the time being, but none of that mattered because Mustafa retained.
We already knew that Mustafa.
Yeah,
Mustafa was going to retain.
Yeah, he retained, and it was like, all right. Now, the one thing I understand that was his original name of Uhaa Nation, but I feel like he should have kind of updated that name.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of wish he would have kept the name Apollo Crews because, you know, they do have this partnership, you know, with TNA and WWE. Apparently, I think they still have it going on.
Yeah, they do.
But I think that WWE, they own the right to Apollo Crews. Yeah,
I think that's what it was.
They own the right to his name. I don't think TNA, they probably didn't want to buy the rights for Apollo Crews. So they're like, hey, we're gonna.
But they're in a partnership.
Well, the thing is with their partnership, that's pretty much where they can just. WWE doesn't really have that much control.
Yeah.
Because the guys can still work. Okay, here's it's a weird thing with their partnership because again, they can call some shots or they can lobby for certain things. Like again with AEW shows, I guess they have something to where they can actually stop guys from working in what would be deemed as competition, but them working on indie shows, no problem. But that's about them. I'll have to look at this to see what the actual intricacies of their partnership is, but as far as I know, that's about as much as they can do is stop somebody from working in direct competition because the indies don't really matter. So
and also kind of going back to the partnership. To be honest, TNA, they always seem like the little brother, you know, to even when they were working with AEW. I don't think this partnership has benefited them, but that's for another video. That's another rabbit hole to go down. But yeah,
I mean, I would personally say that this partnership benefited a little bit more than the AEW one.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say that, but it's like I don't know. I kind of want like to see like more about like more invasion, like more of an invasion out of it. I don't know. That's just me.
I'm not mad at that either.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like I said, Mustafa retains. For the TNA Knockouts Tag Team Championship, the Elegance brand, M by Elegance and Heather by Elegance, defended against Rosemary and Allie, aka Demon Bunny, and Demon Bunny are your new Knockouts Tag Team Champions.
It was expected.
Yeah, but I was expecting that. You know, hey, I'm a big fan of M by Elegance. You know, she is an Iowa native. You know, so I had to root for some M by Elegance. But hey, I knew they weren't going to be retaining their titles here. Rosemary and Allie, you know, they had the win here. I mean, it was a decent match, nothing crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Eddie Edwards of the System, along with his wife Alicia Edwards, took on Moose with JDC. Now, this is a no surrender match. Now, for those who are unfamiliar with a no surrender match is, the two combatants in the ring fight until the person on the outside throws in a towel. So if Alicia throws in the towel, Eddie loses. If JDC throws in the towel, Moose loses. So yes, it's a pretty much very much a unique I Quit match, or for those who are old enough to understand the Rocky reference, when Ivan Drago was beating the shit out of Apollo Creed and Rocky wouldn't throw in the towel, Apollo Creed got beat to death.
Mm-hmm.
Hence why you have the 3 Creed movies without his daddy. But yeah, so
no absentee fathers here, damn it.
Yeah, it was no absentee father. He got beat to death. So yeah, that's what happened. But this was an okay match. Like, I'm not mad at it. Like, the rules are a little like whatever, because there was moments when Eddie was really going at Moose, and then especially when
his fucking wife and son got involved.
Yes, especially when he involved his wife and son, it was like, oh no, throw in the towel kind of thing. And JDC was like, should I? And then Moose was pretty much like, don't you fucking throw in that towel kind of thing. But
or you know, when Moose he got handcuffed to the rope. You know, I thought that was pretty cool. You know, they were actually pulling out some really good stuff in this match. And this feud has been going on since like January, you know, the beginning of the year.
Yep.
Ever since the whole system kicked Moose out. Which I'm happy that they've been consistent with the storytelling, but I hope that Moose is done with this whole system stuff going forward. Hopefully he's done with that.
Nah, I doubt it.
Oh, real quick.
Yeah, they're gonna keep it going on for 6 more months.
Look, professional wrestlers, if you want to get your family involved, I'm all cool with it. However,
teach your
children how to act in the fucking moment. Look, nothing against Moose's son, but the way that he was just smiling, like in the situation, like he all giggling. Look, your mom got her hair pulled and pushed to the ground. You was about to get put through the table potentially. I would assume that you would be mad. He I get it's funny giving somebody a low blow, but the way he rolled out the ring and tried to check on his mom, he's checking on his mom like giggling the whole time. I'm like, look, kids being kids, but still, man.
Wait, damn, mom really got fucked up.
No, they didn't, but I'm pretty sure he looked teenager age, or maybe like late preteen, like early teenager. To be fair, yeah.
Also, did we skip over a match? I think we skipped.
I'm just going through matches, so I'm not going in the match order.
Not going in the match order, okay? Because no,
I'm not going in the match order. So the closing moments of this match, Moose was wrapping a chain around him. He hit Eddie Edwards with a spear. Eddie was coughing up blood. He was about to hit Eddie with another spear. Then Alicia threw in the towel to stop it. and then JDC goes in, hits Eddie Edwards. Both Alicia and Eddie were right in front of the table, and Moose just said, "Fuck it," speared them both through the table. So, yeah. So even though Eddie technically surrendered, you still gonna take this spear, big dog.
Yep.
But yeah,
made sense.
Lei Ying Lee defended her Knockouts Championship against Zaya Brookside. They were formerly the Angel Warriors, no more. Friends turned into enemies and closing moments. Due to an exposed turnbuckle and a finisher, Zaya Brookside is your new Knockouts World Champion.
This match was meh. Like I don't know. I just can't really get behind Zaya Brookside or even Ye Ying Lee. I can't get behind both of them. I don't know. This match that wasn't really doing it for me. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot better women. There's a lot better women that they have on the roster that could be holding that title belt right now, which we'll talk about later on. But yeah, I mean, Zaya Brookside, new champion. It's okay. I don't think she's going to have a long title reign with it, but it's okay.
Mm-hmm. I'm just glad it was over because I hate how confused I kept getting.
Right? And in a 4-way ladder match, you had the System defending their tag team championships against the Hardys, the Righteous, and the Great Hands of the Order 4. And how the fuck did the Hardys win this match?
Bro.
It's like they're back in the early 2000s.
Considering they've been building up Vincent and Dutch this whole time, how the fuck did the Righteous not win? Especially since the Righteous had beat the Hardys in the Twisted Garden match. So it was like, what the hell? But you have new tag team champions in the Hardys, and it's like, fine, whatever.
Yeah, the Righteous
at this point,
sure.
I'm kind of tired of ladder matches. We've seen it so much, and it's like they're so. I mean, they're so like overdone. I don't know. I just. Sir. You can only do so much, like in a ladder match.
Sir.
Sir. Hey, this is how I'm feeling about ladder matches right now. I mean, WWE they worn them out a lot. Especially seen them a lot on the indies lately. I don't know, maybe because I've been watching too much of the indies and I've been seeing a lot of ladder matches there, and maybe that's why. But I don't know. And the Hardy Boys, it should have been the Righteous who won this match, in my opinion. It should have been the Righteous. But apparently, the Hardys, they must have a lot to say, in TNA over here. But I like how they brought in that ladder that like from the Twisted Garden or whatever.
Had all the barbed wire and the flowers and everything going on.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I like how they put like the System through there and like the Great Hands. Hey, it was cool. And then like they were stacking tables.
Now, your main event of, but yeah.
Oh.
Your main event of the evening, Mike Santana defended against the wanted man, Nick Nemeth, aka one of Dizzle's top 5 favorite of all time.
Goddamn right.
Why shouldn't it be?
I would say, or maybe top 10. I was actually kind of surprised that Nemeth actually got the dub, but then you come to find out that it's been reported that Mike Santana is done with the company. So I was like, okay, well, I guess that makes sense.
And also he cut a promo earlier, I think earlier in the night. He was saying, hey, there's a lot of these rumors going around. And I go, yeah, I know what he's talking. I know what he's talking about. And currently, there's a lot of TNA stars leaving TNA right now. I mean,
well, not only did Mike Santana leave, it was reported that Eric Young is officially going as well.
Eric Young is going as well.
Yeah, he requested his release and they granted it.
Okay, so now it's kind of strange. I know we don't talk TNA often, but it's kind of strange now that Mike Santana is gone, Eric Young is gone, Steve Macklin is gone, Tommy Dreamer is gone from creative. Like, it's been a lot of exits.
Apparently,
TNA.
I heard they're bringing in Road Dogg to help do
he's already there.
Oh, yeah, he's already there. I didn't know that. Okay.
But then the Rascals left. Like, it's been a lot of exits in TNA in this past year, so it's kind of interesting.
Well, the thing is, with Mike Santana, I mean, with him going over to TNA, I mean, going over to NXT, the way that he was, it already felt different, and I witnessed it, but I was like, once his information came up, I was like, oh, that's what it was. He was basically doing his entrance interview, yeah. So yeah, he's definitely going over there, which is good.
I heard that he could be called to the main roster instead of going to NXT. Which
no, he needs to go to NXT.
He needs to go to NXT because listen, like NXT, I don't know. I've been hearing a lot of a lot of things going around about NXT, or like a lot of fans going like, "Oh, I don't like what's going on with the current product of NXT," because we had all these cops, Ethan Page, Fatal Influence, so on and so forth. All the people who just got called up.
Good.
Well, they're like, "Hey, we have to get to know these new people," or like, "Oh, I can't connect with these stars." And then they're just turned off to it. They don't want to get to know these new wrestlers. But I think Mike Santana, that'll be really good. That'll help out in the men's division, especially in the world.
But see, no. But see, with all them fair weather fuckers, when shit start getting on and popping in NXT again, don't be coming back like, ooh, let me go back to NXT. No, keep your fair weather side. Keep your fair weather ass on the other side of the fence where your bitch ass chose to go. So no,
exactly.
The only argument that I'll accept for anybody that's against watching NXT is more than likely for the men's division, because right now it's in a weird spot, and
I will agree with that.
And that's where I think Mike Santana fits in, because I think, and look, and there's nothing against D'Angelo or anybody else, but there's something that Mike Santana has that will allow them to build something around him, because the women in NXT are perfectly fine. That's the one thing that's holding NXT up at the moment. So I
didn't get a chance to talk about it because we ended up skipping that week. I did get a chance to go to one of the TNA tapings in Denver, and I did I did the meet and greet to meet Mike Santana. Cooler than a fan. So him and his personable attitude and things like that, he will definitely do NXT some justice. If that's where he's truly decided to go, he will definitely do NXT some justice.
Yes.
I see it.
Also, on the pre-show, they did announce that there is a new championship heading to TNA's way, and tonight is supposed to start the tournament. But they introduced, let me see if I got the clear picture of it.
Oh, please have the picture.
They introduced the TNA Knockouts television title. Yeah, so
another championship.
So the TNA Knockouts TV title is officially happening, and there is a tournament going on. And let's see if the graphic will pull up properly. And Dizzle is right; it is a beautiful championship, because that purple is making that TV title shine. So this is the bracket. Now, in case you was wondering, Thea Hale and Wendy Chu. So the partnership is still going strong for Thea Hale and Wendy Chu to be in the tournament, but pretty much Tracy Brooks was the one who Tracy Brooks was the one who introduced it, and she said that this title is to be exclusively defended on Impact TV. So
yes,
there's that.
I tell you who's gonna be winning this. There's only one person that should win this, and that is Elena Black. That's the only person who should win.
I'm not mad at that choice.
It's either her or Mara Sade.
Mara. I was say it's either gonna be Mara.
That's who I have in the finals. Mara Sade or Elena Black.
Mara Sade though. And it's coincidentally that they're both on different sides of the bracket, so it could be the finals.
That's who my finals are. I'm telling you. I did a preview of that. Hey, by the way, after you get done watching this video, go over to my channel and go check out my whole preview. I'll go through the whole preview.
Y'all tripping? They threw it in your face. They threw the finals in your face right there. It's gonna be Indy and Mara.
Indy and Mara. It's gonna be.
You think so?
It's gonna be M by Elegant. It's gonna be.
You know what? No. Dizzle has a point, because it's funny, after Elena won that triple threat, she was gone, but it was Mara and Indy that was out there when Tracy made the announcement. So he's not wrong.
Also, I have no idea who Vicky Venuto is. I don't know who she is. I mean, I heard some things about her, but I haven't seen much of her.
So I heard some things about her.
I heard some things about her, but I don't know. I haven't watched much of the matches. And then Gabby Forza. Does she play Forza? You know, Forza does she play that in the game?
Does she play Forza?
Harley Hudson is currently Nico's favorite at the moment.
Really?
If y'all know anything about Harley Hudson, you know that's currently Nico's favorite at the moment. You know, shout out to Planet Nico.
It's gonna be by Elegance. She's winning it all. Nah.
Ash,
I'm cutting the TV off. I'm cutting the TV.
You know what?
Hey,
if Ash was in this tournament, Leo would be so ecstatic. He'd be loving it.
Hey, Dizzle, I am going to introduce it, and then I am going to let you take it away. So this past Monday, our new king, Obafemi, starts the show. And Obafemi, before he could even get anything out, he gets interrupted by Brock and Paul Heyman. And Brock's promo is like, I don't even watch the show. I don't even care. But Paul keeps me informed. And Paul has been telling me that you've been calling me a bitch. You've been calling me a coward. You've been saying all of this. Then proceeds to take Brock to Dick Kick City, a coward-like move to me. Then hits him with an F5. Well, Oba gets up and was like, hey, you've been saying I've been saying this behind your back, but I'm going to say it to your face, bitch. You ain't nothing but a bitch. So we need to settle this at SummerSlam. And then Brock was like, well, shit, let's do it in a Hell in a Cell. Now, this is the part where I'm going to let Dizzle get his bars off. Oba is backstage telling Pierce, make the match happen. And Pierce was like, but Oba, you're technically contractually obligated to have a title match at SummerSlam. Oba says that title match can wait. I got to finish this with Brock. And Dizzle flipped the table. Dizzle,
wasn't the only one.
Get your bars off. Go ahead and get your bars off, sir.
So I'm gonna cushion this with the soft foundation first. I'm gonna say something nice. First and foremost, this the situation with Brock and Oba is fantastic. I'm liking this feud. This has made me appreciate Brock and his continuation with how he does the business with especially when it comes with up and comers, but primarily with what he's doing with Oba, because this is a perfect feud for Oba.
Hold on. Before you continue,
go ahead.
I will say this: in Brock's whole career, this is one of the last couple of years has been the first time where I was actually somewhat on Brock's side with things. Because even when he was the next best thing coming in, I was kind of like, all right, I guess, whatever. This has been kind of the first time in Brock's whole career that I'm kind of like, all right, I can rock with it. Yeah, I can rock with it. But go ahead, Dizzle. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Now, with that being said, after watching Forbidden Door and after watching what they did with Maya World, which technically wasn't intended, but for somebody to come in, presumably unknown to most people, and have her go into the finals on the Owens side with how they did an actual tournament and bracket and everything. And you're telling me that you couldn't do the same thing with the Javon Evans. Pisses me the absolute fuck off, because how in the fuck can you sit here and then set up the match between Oba and Brock and not have Javon Evans and Oba in the fucking finals to then give Javon Evans an easy victory that would make sense with Brock costing Oba the fucking king of the ring? That's just there. That's just that part of the situation, because that's a give me. What pisses me off even further is the fact that you make King of the Ring fucking stupid and goddamn pointless. Because here's the fucking rules, people. If you win King of the Ring, you get a guaranteed championship match of your choice at, and here's the key thing, at SummerSlam. At SummerSlam. It's not a, hey, I get to pick whenever I choose to wrestle. No, if at this point, Opa's championship match is null and void. You can't do that. If you're choosing to go up against Brock at SummerSlam, you are effectively giving up your title shot. Which, if now, hear me out. If they do that and they say, hey, you can't do it, cool. I got no problem with that. Because then you can have him win Mania. You can have him win Rumble.
I would say he wins the Rumble. I think he's going to end up winning the Rumble, and then he'll end up winning the title at Mania.
So there's no problem with that. If that's the case, I'm cool with it. Now, the other thing, Jey Uso lost in the finals. Now, we don't know what's going to happen on SmackDown, but I could guarantee that based off of what happened on Raw, he's going to go to SmackDown and try to lobby for a championship match against Sami Zayn at SummerSlam. Now, if that happens, then what you have done is effectively made King of the Ring pointless as shit for the men's side.
Hey, also the women's side, is actually
hold on.
I'm not gonna lie, but keep going.
Hold on. So they did record SmackDown after Raw, and apparently there's a number one contendership match that goes down Friday for a championship match next week, and SmackDown next week is in Chicago.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
So whoever the number one contender is most likely going to lose. Just for Pepsi Man Phil to probably show up and be like, hey, yo, Sammy, let me get that title up off your big dog.
You know, we're probably
at SummerSlam.
We're probably going to get Cody and Sammy. I mean, sorry, not Cody. Cody and Punk. We're going to begin Cody and Punk at SummerSlam.
I don't even think it's going to be Cody and Punk. I think it's going to be Sami Zayn and I was like, Cody don't need the belt right now.
See, I think Sammy's going to do it. I think he's going to pull a Darby. Like he's going to do like a Darby run. And maybe
I would. As long as it's for me to get this damn title.
Because we have a whatchamacallit. We got a Saturday Night's Main Event in July. Maybe they give the title back to Cody there. I don't know.
Well, okay, so the problem is it's not just a Saturday Night's Main Event in July. It's Saturday Night's Main Event in Madison Square Garden. Something major has to go down there. Because to also piggyback off of Dizzle's point, a third match was announced for SummerSlam. And the funny thing about this third match is this gentleman was also in King Ring and lost his qualifying match because Roman Reigns comes out, Seth Rollins comes out and was like, hey, Roman, hey, big bro, hey, little bro, guess what, big bro? You never really officially beat me in a match. And technically, I never lost that title. So how about before both of our careers are over with, let's run it at SummerSlam. Bet. What the fuck?
Now, I will say this, and this is why I'm not mad at this, because they addressed it immediately. Because once Seth came in and he asked for it, Roman was like, nah. He was like, you're in the back of the line. And Seth was like, no, when it comes to me, there is no back of the line. I was like, all right, done. I'm cool with that. That's all you need to do, WWE. You could have done that with Liv Morgan. You could have done that with Javon Evans. You could have done it. You could have fucking done it. Either way. Continue.
No. I'm saying, and once again, that's why I refer to Marcus and I as Roman and Seth, because I will 100% refer to Dizzle as Big Bro and everything. And it was like, and the thing is, I can appreciate the moment because I can appreciate Seth addressing him as his brother, addressing him as, and then Roman was like, you know what, little brother, you're right. Maybe we need to do this before our career end and whatnot. And once again, why even have Seth in the damn King of the Ring? Or why even have Seth lose King of the Ring if at SummerSlam
we begin this right here.
Yeah. At SummerSlam, Oba was supposed to fight either Reigns or Zayn, but nope. I gotta take out Brock first. And then Brock was like, well, I'll take the title.
That's
then.
That's why Brock's gonna beat Sammy at main event, and we have Oba versus Brock at SummerSlam.
You know, I'm not mad about Oba winning the King of the Ring. You know, I'm not.
I'm not either.
Now, I mean, that match between him and Jey Uso wasn't all that great, but that's
it wasn't supposed to be. It wasn't supposed to be.
I mean, hey, it's basically a squash match.
It was supposed to be a Brock running.
But also, you know what? Also, here's the thing, okay? So, say we were having Roman Reigns and Roman Reigns and Obafemi at SummerSlam, okay? Mm-hmm. You know, in the back of my mind, like, oh, you know, what if Brock Lesnar does his run in there at SummerSlam, and then
and that would have been fine.
That I kind of I would have hated that to see how that happen at SummerSlam, because like, you know, why not give it to somebody else like an LA Knight that was he? Yeah, LA Knight was in turn.
Hey, big dog. Same thing I've been telling Leo. Let that LA Knight and Finn Balor shit go.
Or give it to like LA Knight, or give it to like Seth Rollins, or give it to like Javon Evans. Give it to somebody else rather than having Obafemi win.
You got to understand, Roman's not losing that belt anytime soon.
No, he's definitely not losing.
So the thing is, and I agree, Oba winning King of the Ring is perfectly fine. Mm-hmm. But you know, if they were going to honor that and kick the can down the road for Brock and Oba, I would have been fine with that, because then it would have made sense for Brock to cost Oba. Because the thing is, you don't want Oba to look weak.
For Brock to cost Oba at Night of Champions, like, hey, that would have been good.
And that's the thing. Mm-hmm. It would have made
what
sense.
Everybody's pissed about.
No, it would have made sense for Brock to run it at any point, cost him King of the Ring, cost him a title, regardless. Because the thing is, you know, we already know that the rubber match is happening between the two. It's just a matter of when and how they get to that point. Which again, there is nothing wrong with Brock versus Oba at SummerSlam. The problem is what you muddied in the water along the way, and that being King of the Ring and a potential Javon Evans call up. Because the thing is, I'm not mad at Seth and Roman, and it's funny because I forgot who said it, but somebody said something about Triple H saying anytime Triple H has had plans along the way, he's always going to find a way to make what he had planned before. Even if something happens, he's going to make that plan happen. So with Seth getting hurt, the plan was always Roman and Seth at Mania, but that didn't happen because Seth got hurt. So then we get to SummerSlam, and it was already rumored that Seth was supposed to win King of the Ring, which means that they had already wanted Roman and Seth at SummerSlam after Mania. So we found a way to get to this point, but it was just a stupid way to get to where we are now.
Yeah, they went a weird circle around it. Like, it was so weird. Also, having Obafemi beats Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. This will add another notch to his career. Go like, hey, this will build him up even more. Then when he gets to the championship, say like at WrestleMania, or say he wins the Rumble, and then he wins at Mania. Hey, because I still feel like, say if he wins the title, I mean, what else do you do with Obafemi?
Well, that's the problem.
Yeah,
because everybody, and this is the issue with part of the IWC. Everybody wants him to blow their load with Obafemi. It's like, let it marinate. It's not like, because thing is, I don't want them to rush Oba anyway, because you're gonna have the same shit with Gunther. Because once Gunther had his magical fucking run with the Intercontinental Championship, they didn't know what to do with him after, and they were like, hey, all right, let's put the title on him, and they rushed the title, and then it's like, okay, well then let's beat him. All right, cool. Let's not give him a title. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and do this legend retire
career killer. Yeah.
And then it's just like a career killer. Thank you. And it's just like, okay, now they're kind of just circling the drain with him and not sure what to do. It's like, I don't want that to happen with Oba. Oba has something, but it's just like, if you're gonna have him beat Brock, cool. He doesn't need to beat Brock and then immediately go to Roman to beat Roman. Yeah. Let that shit marinate.
So
or have him build some character with that. I mean, like, have build some like what's the word I'm looking for? Like some empathy, like, so we can sympathize with Obafemi more. Like, hey, we want to see him
sympathize with Oba.
I'm gonna answer that.
I think Oba's sympathy came from him losing to Brock, but then he got right back on the horse and just kept it pushing.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's go ahead, Scoot. I'm gonna address that, but I want to hear what you were gonna say.
Oh, I would say, but Jaeger also said something that's been swirling the rumors. The Viking beat Sami Zayn for the championship and essentially turned this match into a Hell in a Cell.
Absolutely not.
Championship. So that's been a rumor swirling around as well.
The reason why I don't want that is the same reason why I wouldn't want Oba to beat Roman, because I don't think you need to put that title on Oba right now. I think you need to make it you need to make it a grand thing, because Oba is meant to be, no pun intended, the next big thing. Because right now you have somebody who can pretty much talk on his own. He can command the crowd on his own. He can wrestle. He's imposing. He is complete. And this goes into the point that I was going to make with what Juggs was saying, is the fact that Oba doesn't need any improvement whatsoever at this point, because he's good in the ring. He can talk. He can present himself. He can dress. He's a good representation of the company as it stands right now. The only issue is timing. And with Roman there, with Seth there, with Brock there, with all these heavy hitters there right now, you don't want to put him on the same pedestal as them right now. You want to put him as the future and not the present. So get Brock out of there. Roman's going to have his time, probably the next Mania. And then Roman's going to go off on his own after this bloodline shit is finished. The show, it's going to rest on Seth, and it's going to rest on Oba at that point in time after that. And Seth said it himself in that promo with Roman. It's like they pretty much on the way out of there. And it's true.
On the way out.
That's crazy to think about.
So you're gonna have,
Roman's what, 42, Seth is 40. So yeah.
So you're gonna have Oba, Breaker, Bronson, Evans. That's your pillar right there.
Paige.
Yeah. Everybody. And Dominic. All they're set right now.
Paige and Dominic. Yep.
Yes. So once you get everybody else out of there, the next couple years, WWE is set for their main event scene. So they just got to work this shit out and stop fucking shit up along the way. They better not fuck up Money in the Bank. I swear to God.
Yeah, I mean, they already moved it to October. I mean, they can't fuck it up anymore.
I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see in October.
Oh, really? Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that.
So we'll see in October what they do with that one. Ladies and gentlemen of the Tag Nation, once again, if you don't want to hear this part of the show, it's totally fine. We still love you. Thank you for rocking with us. But we about to get real nerdy right now.
Oh, we are?
When it comes to this age, though the concept of the show is still kind of like stupid now, but that didn't mean the matches weren't. And to open up the show properly, we had a 3-team match between El Sky Team, Mystico, Máscara Dorada, Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks, Teton, and oh my god, I just forgot his name. Just that fast. Shingo Takagi. In a 3-way tag match. And I'm not mad at the match. I'm just mad at the winners.
I'm mad how long this match went, to be honest with you. This match...
Why are you mad at the Bucks, man?
Okay. I'm going to tell you why. If you're looking at the tag team division and you're looking at what's surrounded, the Young Bucks gained nothing from winning this match.
Watch them be number contenders for AEW. What's that show called? Redemption? Yeah,
Redemption, possibly. But as of right now, the Young Bucks winning this match did nothing for them. As much as they've been hyping up Mystico and Máscara Dorada, they should have been the ones to technically win this match.
Because, well, I'll get into it later.
They were doing a whole bunch of flippity dippity shit in this match. It's like this.
Yeah,
that's the thing with AEW. I mean,
flippity dippities, man.
They're doing the too much flippity dippity.
Too much
flippity
go to that one guy's podcast with that shit.
They do too much of that stuff right here. Okay. Now it seems like with every AEW pay-per-view, there's certain matches that they don't need to have on the show. Which this, to be honest, I think this should have been this could have been on Dynamite or no, not Collision. I'd rather see this on Dynamite or something. I don't know, because like they have so many matches, and then some of these matches like they over deliver, they give them way too much time. Which this match, this got way too much time. I mean, maybe if they would have caught like a few minutes off this match, it would have been a lot better for me. But I don't know. That's how I'm feeling with this match. And also, yeah, I kind of do agree. The Young Bucks should not have won here. They should not have won this match. But yeah,
wild.
Jaeger, Dizzle, y'all got anything to say before we move on?
Nah, it was expected from me.
Same.
All right. The next match was AKA the stretch match, because boy, it was a lot of holds and submissions, boy. And I'm gonna just say this: I would fucking hate to wrestle Zack Sabre Jr. But the god of professional wrestling, Kenny Omega, took on TMDK Zack Sabre Jr. And like I said, it was stretch fest. Because goddamn,
yeah, working on the
Zack Sabre Jr.
phalanges.
Boy,
who needs a chiropractor when you got Zack Sabre Jr.?
He'll stretch.
To be fair, that should be his fucking tagline. Like honestly, I'm surprised he doesn't. Like, I'm surprised if he tried to shoot the chiropractor at one point. Because goddamn.
They did call him a human octopus at one point in New Japan.
He was working on the thingies. He was stretching the fingers out the joint manipulation. God damn. Zack Sabre Jr.
What else could he do when he can't do them flippity dippities, man?
Hey, you know what? I like the technical wrestling a lot better. I love the technical.
You know what I'm saying? None of that shit don't mean anything when you get hit with that one wing angel. So
nobody gets out of one wing angel.
Well, unless your name is Hangman or MJF.
MJF kicked out the one wing.
Yeah, that's what I was
Hangman kicked out, MJF kicked out, but that list is a short list.
It's a very short list.
Very short list.
But yeah, like if you are definitely into technical marvels, this what this match was. A technical
Absolutely.
Marvel.
This match was chef's kiss. Yes, this is amazing.
Agreed.
Hey, Dizzle.
Yo.
Dizzle, I'm just letting you know, as this show progresses, and especially not only am I still in the car, I think I'm possibly driving at this point. And I think Jaeger is sitting shotgun. Because as much now, let's harken back. Months ago, I was talking shit about the Death Riders. I will admit. Fast forward now to July, I'm driving the vehicle. I'm here with Death Riders. And of course, we'll explain more on that later. But Jon Moxley defended his Continental Championship against the most wanted man, ROH champion Bandito. And I mean, this match win is expected. I mean, Moxley in his just smash mouth style, Bandito in his strong style. It made for a pretty decent match. Now, I think this match probably would have been a damn good Dynamite match.
Damn.
Yeah, see, this is where we gotta have this Dynamite. Yeah, I would have rather seen some Dynamite.
Nah, I
this
like
a good championship.
Yeah, I think this could have been like a damn good. I mean, no. Ultimately, I didn't mind it here. But this still would have been a good if it was like a Dynamite main event. It still would have been just as good.
Like I understand Tony Khan, he wants us to get our bang for our buck, with these PL or these pay-per-views. So he goes like, every match is gonna over deliver. He says, I'm gonna just freaking bust my load for all these matches and all that. That's what Tony Khan's saying backstage. He'd be goes like, I need to overbook this. If this was WWE, they would be pissed backstage for how much length these matches get. They're like, we need to have this match stopped. This match needs to quit now.
Absolutely.
Well,
not.
they wouldn't have been pissed because I mean, it wouldn't have ran over like that. Like,
exactly.
They do their matches to where it wouldn't have ran over the way these matches go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
they would have stopped that shit at the moment that Mox had ripped Bandito's mask open. They would have went immediately to like a paradigm shift and then match over.
Yep.
Yeah. Exactly.
Facts.
Yep.
Facts.
Yep.
And then of course, you know, Moxley does get the dub, and he offers a sign of respect to Bandito at the end. So you know, but yeah, Dizzle. I think I'm driving the car, Dizzle. I'm driving.
Here's the
I volunteered to drive.
Hey, I'm in the back seat.
Here's the problem. And look, and again, look, doors closed, seatbelt on. I'm cool. However, my window is cracked open. Here's why.
How about your door's cracked open just a little bit?
No. The door was all the way open. I was getting ready to jump out the car. But here's the thing, and my only issue, because they're doing some things right. But the Death Riders have schizophrenia at this point, because they have borderline personality disorder. Because you go to New Japan where they do the shit, and you have Gabe Kidd do some disrespectful shit, and then you have Mox, which again, that shit is disrespectful. But then you have Mox do the shit with Bandito in the ring, which I can make the argument for. It's like, hey, we're in the middle of this. We're in the middle of a fucking war. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get the advantage, even though it's disrespectful to rip the mask for a luchador. Cool, whatever. I'm willing to cross those lines if we're in a fight by any means necessary. I'm fine. But
yes,
the other shit with Gabe Kidd, it's just like, wait a minute, the fuck are you doing? And then you have other shit where you get Daniel Garcia getting heel shit done to him by Swerve, and it's just like, are y'all heels? Are you faces? Like what? Like, tell me something. Like let me know.
It's like one week they're baby faces, 1 week the heels. It's like
they're honorable heels.
And
tweeners.
Funny you saying
they're tweeners.
This is the reason why I'm still in the car, because it's so much of mismatch of what they are. It's like, fuck it, I'm here to see. Okay, you know what? No. Hold on. Do you know what the Death Riders is to me, to equate it? The Death Riders to me at this point is what the MCU is to me. There are 40-something movies in. I've seen them all. I'm just here at this point.
Yeah, see, I can't get behind that, because I
wish I am with the Death Riders.
That's a good analogy.
I wish I could see it like that. But however, because again, when y'all say the tweener stuff, I'm like, I've seen tweeners. Stone Cold was a quintessential tweener.
Yes.
But
I'll say he was the tweener.
The way that the Death Riders are moving, I'm looking at the shit like how Big Show does his heel and face turns in WWE.
Hey, look here. The reason why I say the
one
MCU,
week you're baby face, next week you're a heel.
No. The reason why I say MCU, we didn't have our end game with All In last year, and then remember that next phase of Marvel, it was looking kind of rough. But then you had that shining light with Shang-Chi, which a lot of people don't give Shang-Chi his fucking credit, because that movie was fucking amazing. But
that movie was fire.
You get shining lights with Shang-Chi, and then next thing you know, it was kind of like, all right, some of these movies are a little, you know what I'm saying? You had the whole Kang, and Kang didn't work out, so you kind of just move on. And now we're moving on to Doctor Doom, and then next thing you know, Spider-Man is coming back around, and you know who's Spider-Man in this situation? You guys did goddamn Will Ospreay. So it's like, oh shit, I'm here now. I was like, fuck it, I'm here now.
He's actually in DC. He's Bane. That's who he is.
I get all of that, but I'm just saying, analogy. Will Ospreay is Spider-Man, and Spider-Man is keeping all this shit going. So you like, well, shit.
Well, and that's fair. But the reason my door had been wide open and seatbelt off was because at some point these motherfuckers was moving like Echo and Morbius.
And look,
those ain't MCU.
No, yeah, they are.
Technically, they are. Echo is. So technically, hold on, Judge. Who the fuck else is equating the MCU to the Death Riders right now and killing this shit. Us, that's who. Deal with it, niggas. But
damn,
like we were saying,
I can't say that word.
I can. Like we were saying, once again, Spider-Man is about to drop in July. Will Ospreay is bringing this shit back together with injecting that fresh blood. So once again, the Death Riders is my wrestling version of the MCU.
There we go.
When they about to lose me, they do something to pull me back in, and it's like, well, fuck it, I'm here.
They're for
July 31st, yo.
They were like
Spider-Man.
They were like the version of Supergirl.
Stop equating the DC. We ain't talking about DC right now. We talking about DC.
they are
Leave the DC out of it.
We know who they with, but per this section of the conversation, we are equating the Death Riders to the MCU. Which once again, when Jaeger wants to drive the car, just let me know, tag me in, and boom.
Yeah.
Actually,
man, I'll drive after we hit the next Buc-ee's. I got you.
I never been to Buc-ee's.
Speaking of Death Riders related shit.
Wow.
Speaking of Death Riders related things, Shota Umino defended his championship against Pac. Because once again, Gabe Kidd beat the shit out of Shota. Pac was like, well, hey, I'll pick up the scraps and go for the Global Heavyweight Championship. Hey, just like Diz will say, this crazy schizophrenic thing, once again, Moon Knight exists. Okay? She-Hulk exists.
Moon Knight.
So good. That was so good.
That was good.
These properties exist in the MCU. So once again, the beauty of the Death Riders at this point, everybody is on their own weird path at some point. It is like, hey, Mox, just let them do what they do.
Miss Marvel exists.
Miss Marvel exists. She-Hulk, aka Marina Shafir, exists. You know what I'm saying?
She ain't doing much but carrying belts for some reason.
I know. It is such a shame. It is such a shame. I need Marina. I need Marina to do what?
Carry a belt. She out there carrying belts, but not carrying a belt.
Ooh.
But right, facts, bars. Now, I will admit, I was firmly watching NXT during this match, so somebody else can take it away for this one.
Yo,
this was a solid match.
I don't remember much. I don't remember much from it, to be honest with you.
I don't remember because I was watching NXT.
I mean, it was straight up hardstyle. Like Pac would do well in New Japan.
Thing, like by the end of the show, by the time you get to the main event, like, oh shoot, I forgot what was happening. Like in the middle of the show, it's like
I'm talking about the shit. It was a straight up hardstyle match. Like it was very classically New Japan style. Like Pac would do well in New Japan. Like these guys were straight up fighting, and it, like, I don't know, like it told a great little story to see Shota, aka Shooter, who was Moxley's little, like, for lack of a better word, shadow or like apprentice, and while he was in New Japan, come into his own.
Young boy.
Thank you, young boy. I don't know why that term escaped me, but yes, Mox's young boy has now become a young man. And that dude has shown us why he deserves to have that belt. Pac did not feel like dealing with the disrespect, so he tried to go up on that. And well, Shota showed him that, hey, I am the child of Mox. And yeah, he straight up beat him.
Okay. Well,
but there was a nice little cameo appearance. I don't know if you want to talk about that part.
Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Yeah.
Okay, Tanahashi came out. Honestly, Tanahashi, real quick, always cool to see you, but you put on some weight, buddy. But no, he just gave him his congratulations.
I'm tired, big dog.
Yo, for real. But he gave him his congratulations, and he had a nice little like camera moment. But at the same time, Mox realized that Shota might just be gone as far as like from the Death Rider side of things. He might be all in on New Japan. Mox was looking to like congratulate Shota, like, hey, so you with us or what's going on? And that's when Tanahashi showed up.
I will say this: shout out to Pac for that gut wrench power bomb onto Umino out to the table outside.
Oh,
that shit.
Yeah.
All right, I think
I wouldn't want to take from Pac. Spot I would not want to take.
All right. Your next match, which, Dizzle helped me see the light when it comes to this next superstar. But the Toxic Spider, Tekla, defended her AEW Women's Championship against Starlight Kid.
Agreed.
Stardom.
Yeah.
And, hey, I'm here.
Hey, not for that reason,
everything Tekla.
No. I know. I'm not going into that jail.
I am here for everything Toxic Spider. Maybe not so much Triangle of Madness, but everything Tekla is involved in.
Hey, you better not. Don't disrespect my girl Sky Blue, okay?
I didn't disrespect Sky or Julia. I said I'm here for Tekla.
You can disrespect Julia. I don't care, but Sky, no.
Damn.
No Sky slander over here.
I don't believe in disrespecting any woman, but I am here for Tekla. And not only am I here for Tekla, but I want to see her somewhat execute her goal of killing Stardom.
Yo, I gotta say the ending results, like with the what's the president of New Japan? What's his name?
Okada.
Something yeah. Okada. Not Okada that's in AEW right now. Not that one. No, but it was funny how Tekla took Starlight Kid's mask and started beating up Okada with the mask. Like, I want to see more of
that.
No,
like, she was trying to put it on him, that's all.
That was my favorite. That was my favorite stuff.
Well, Tekla came out on Collision wearing the mask tonight, and she's pretty much saying, she's waiting for her next opponent, which they will be doing a casino gauntlet match to determine her next opponent for redemption. And she's pretty much saying that she's killed Stardom. So, I mean...
Oh, so she's already declaring victory.
Actually, leading up to this match, this was like probably one of the best stories going into Forbidden Door, because there was actually a lot of story behind this. With Tekla, getting fired from getting.
They did invest in this, yeah, 100%.
So I was really invested with that, but and Starlight Kid, this was like one of the first times I saw her. Bye, Dizzle.
Oh, she did great.
This was the first time I saw her.
Yeah, this was the first time I saw her, and I didn't expect her to be that. I mean, Tekla and Starlight Kid, they're not that tall. They are not that tall girls.
Yeah.
But no, they were both killing
it
in the ring. They were killing it. It was good shit. I enjoyed it.
Dizzle, anything else to tack on with Tekla and Starlight Kid?
I didn't care too much about this match.
Damn.
Okay. Unfortunately, because I expected more from this based off of their other matches that they've had. Mm-hmm. Honestly,
they've had matches. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And Stardom.
Yeah. Honestly, Tekla just made this shit entertaining with all her antics and stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But they absolutely could have done way fucking more. I don't know if time was cut or what, but yeah, yeah. I mean, look, I love Tekla. You can't get me to go against Tekla at fucking all. But hey, it is what it is.
Oh, so this is Starlight Kid's fault. Gotcha.
No. I think this is AEW's fault.
All right, next man.
Actually, you know what? No, you might be right. You might be right, because there may still be some sour grapes between Tekla and Stardom. So I don't know. Maybe that played a factor. So we'll hey.
This match could have been way earlier on the card, because why not? Your next match for the AEW Tag Team Championships, your old dogs versus the new dogs. And I see why this was placed in the card because of the end, but the match itself.
The match kind of felt. I mean, it was just like it felt like a normal Dynamite match. But now the ending. Let me talk about this. Let me talk about this here, okay? So the lights go out, okay? And then we see You see what I'm hey, what you laughing about there? The lights go out, okay? And then
Let me set the mood for you.
The Bang Bang Gang, they're at the top of stage. Like, I was kind of marking out stuff. Like, oh, it's just the Bang Bang Gang. I didn't even know. But then the lights go out again. And then it comes back up. And none other than Jay White is in the ring. Jay White is back. My man, he's back. Oh, I have been missing Jay White so much. And then he hits the Blade Runner onto David Finlay and Cope and Cage. They retain their AEW Tag Team Championships. Amazing. This was cinema right here. Like, Jay White, he saved this match right here. He saved it. He saved this match. Yes, I loved it. Oh, man.
Yeah, Juggs is geeking, but yeah.
Jay White is back, baby. All right. Next person.
Now, let's go ahead and talk about some fallout of this. Cage ain't happy. Cage is like, hey, the last time Jay White was here, I was feuding with old dude. So
low key agrees.
And on Collision, Cage teamed up with the Guns and Jay White to take on the Shane Taylor promotions in an 8-man tag, and of course, Cage and the Bang Bang Gang gets the dub. I mean, let's face it. But Jay White is back, and also too, Jay White and the Bang Bang Gang did a promo on Dynamite yesterday, pretty much, and I could appreciate them going through the history of Finlay and White. Since Finlay did, excommunicado Jay White out of the Bullet Club and things like that. But now to also go back to Dizzle's point of the schizophrenic nature of the Death Riders, after Cope and the Bang Bang Gang gets the dub, the dogs come out there to attack. And who helps the dogs? Of course, the Death Riders.
Mm-hmm. That part didn't make sense.
So
very, very schizophrenic.
Dizzle.
Doing some more.
Just stay in the car, big dog. Just stay in the car. So you just stay in the car.
Just hold on for the ride.
Dizzle, do you need me to open the door for you again?
Yeah, it's a reason. No. It's a reason why the window's cracked, because it's child.
Door's locked.
It's
door
locked.
Keep in mind, it's only cracked though. So yeah.
I think I can help you fit out through the window. You can get out the window.
Crazy.
Nah,
man.
we'll get out of here. Sit down. It'll be all right.
I'm just chilling in the back, I'm enjoying it, I'm geeking.
Exactly. Just chill.
I'm geeking in the back.
Oh, now you're geeking?
Yeah, because Jay White's back. I'm geeking now.
Oh, that part.
Yeah.
All right. I'm happy he's back, but I want to see him with gold.
This is true. This is very true.
But any other thoughts about the whole Cage and Cope dogs, Jay White, anything else, or
Did
I will say
not care.
Oh.
It was a match. Like I said, it was just a Dynamite match.
Damn. I will say that, yeah, it's reminiscent of the early 2000s because both Cage and Cope and the Hardys are rocking belts right now.
Yeah.
We're living in the Matrix. We're living in the Matrix.
Nah, history just repeats itself.
Well, personally for me, I think if this was a feud between Cope and Finlay, I think this would have made more sense and I probably would have enjoyed it more. But the whole dog situation, I feel like this would have been more of a better situation with Kurt Connors and Gabe Kidd going for the tag titles. Dave Finlay's supposed to be the leader. I look the triple, like as far as the trios titles, that made sense as them being a trio, but you're supposed to be setting up Gabe Kidd as the leader of the dogs. Him going for the tag titles doesn't make any sense to me. And I get they're calling an audible because Gabe Kidd got hurt initially. And it seems like they were banking this feud off of the fact that Fit Finley and Edge back in WWE were going at it and all this other shit. Yeah, nah, I'm cool. I'm glad it's done.
Oh, it's never done. It's never done.
It's not
never done. Never, not never.
It's never done. This. You know how feuds in AEW can last. Now,
it lasts forever.
We are going to get into.
They're good about doing some storytelling with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Now we're going to get into my second favorite match of the night. It was my favorite until we'll get to that. But part of the triple main event for the women's Owen Hart, you have the underdog Maya World taking on last year's winner Mercedes Moné. Hey, in the words of JBL, somebody call the what were they in San Jose? Somebody called the San Jose Police Department because these two ladies stole the show.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I mean, there were there were some miscues in this match. But
hey, Judge. Don't even bring up the negatives. This match was too fucking good to be bringing up miscues.
But it was a banger. That's what I gotta say. This match was still a banger. It was a banger, okay? In my world, she showed why that. I mean, they had to do some audibles, to get to this to get this final here. And apparently, like, the original plan wasn't even supposed to have Mercedes in the finals. I mean, it was supposed to have. Well, the original plan was supposed to have Toni Storm, but Toni Storm wasn't, in the tournament. And then their second plan was to have Willow to win the tournament, but then of course she went down with her injury. So that's kind of crazy. Mercedes not being like she won it last year. I mean, so she technically didn't even lose this Owen Hart title, which is kind of crazy.
And thank you, Juggs, for pretty much sharing the sentiment that I've been saying the last umpteen years. Mercedes Moné or Sasha Banks gives every woman their best fucking match.
She does. She really does. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a banger.
Also, shout out to Texas because 2 Texas bred women. But yeah.
You're not wrong.
What you got, Deasley?
Well, I'm gonna get this out the way now. This match, for all those in horny jail, was a very pause-heavy match.
It was.
With that said,
there also were some wardrobe malfunctions that my world was happening.
That's what I was alluding to.
That's what you're saying. Yeah.
He was trying to keep it.
I was saying it without saying it, but that also segues into my point with this as well. Is Maya World at this point, for a lot of times that I have seen wardrobe malfunctions, this was one of the biggest in its way, just because of how frequent it was. But at the same time, I think the only other one that I've seen like this where it actually affected the match was Carmella and Bianca Belair, where her top just completely exploded for some odd reason. But this is why I'm drawing the parallel between the two, because you could tell that match between Carmella and Bianca got affected that way, because it's just like they just could not get into the right gear after that happened. With Maya World, it seemed like that was going to be the same thing here, and it's just like a switch flipped on Maya, and she just didn't care anymore. And look, and kudos to her, because nothing really popped out like that. So I mean, she handled it, and as much as she was moving around, I would have expected there to be a huge fucking mishap, but she made it through. And not only did she make it through with this, she gave a fantastic showing in the finals and I mean, of course, we already know Mercedes is gonna do what Mercedes does, but Maya being able to go in and do what she did, added to this match as well. And without her just having the wherewithal to be like, you know what, fuck it, this is my moment, I don't think we would have gotten that. And I'm thankful and congratulatory to her for that, because she made herself, and this is what we talked about a few weeks ago. We were like, hey, it also takes somebody taking that and making themselves, like, you can get the opportunity, but if you don't do something with it, it's all for naught. And what she did, she got an opportunity and she said fuck it and did something with it. So now it's up to AEW to do what they're supposed to do in propping her and presenting her in the right way, because you can't let off on this. You have to make sure that you add to the shit. I don't know if it's going to be with you know, putting her up against Athena or TBS championship, whatever the case is. Do something with Maya World, because this match here,
I don't know, they was kind of hinting on Dynamite that maybe Maya World may be the one to go ahead and dethrone Athena.
And I'd be fine with that. I'd be absolutely fine with that.
Hey, I wouldn't mind.
She has officially called. She has officially crossed 1,300 days as champ.
Yeah.
The forever champion.
Ring of Honor forever champion.
Yeah. But yeah, like I couldn't say anything negative about this match. Like this was a show. And then one of the things that I appreciated the most, regardless of how you feel about Maya World at the moment, they made her look legit.
Oh yeah.
They made her look legit. They made her give Mercedes this fight. Even if you're like, ugh, why is she even there? They made her look legit. It wasn't no squash match. It wasn't no Mercedes had to pretty much carry her through the match. Cause like Dizzle said, at one point Maya was like, man, fuck this top. I gotta go out here and do the fucking show. And I love the false finishes.
Yes.
All of that. All of that.
And that's part of the issue too that I have with, which is why I brought it up with WWE before with the King of the Ring shit. It's just like, you can easily make your stars if you give them a chance. And this is why, as soon as I saw this shit and the way I watched this, I got immediately mad. I mean, I was happy about the match, but I got mad at WWE because of the King of the Ring shit, because this is what you're supposed to be doing with the King of the Ring. You're supposed to be building new stars. And this was, and King of the Ring was meant, yes, we get it, Oba won, cool. But that was meant for Javon Evans if you were going to go this route with Brock Lesnar. You know, you could have easily done that. And AEW, and I'm thankful that they did this, they showed exactly what I meant with Maya World. Even with her losing, people were still talking about, well, damn, if she could have won, damn, I don't know. That probably would have been cool. I don't think anybody would have been mad if she won, because I brought it up last week where I said I believe if they're gonna do that shit with Mercedes turning face, have Maya World win the Owen, go up against Tekla at All In Wembley, and then have her lose, and then have Mercedes take the belt off Tekla later, probably at All Out. Nobody would have gotten mad at that if that was the case. With this showing here, nobody would have gotten mad.
You're right. So Athena and Maya World are starting off the Casino Gauntlet to determine who will be Tekla's opponent at Redemption. So with that being said, Dizzle, actually everybody here, does Tekla still go into All In as champion, or does she lose that belt at Redemption?
No. She goes.
I don't think she loses at Redemption.
She don't. I don't know.
Honestly, I think what I said happens the same way. I think we get Maya World winning and going up against Tekla at Redemption, and we start to get a Mercedes face turn.
We get Mercedes in Maya World All In,
because I think we start to get Mercedes building up a little bit of respect for Maya. And because the thing is, look, I understand that AEW doesn't give a shit about, you know, what your alignment is, whether you're face or heel. But if we're gonna have Mercedes win the big one, I think it makes sense for her to be a face. Now, would I be mad? And this is me just Hail Mary in the shit. Would I be mad at Athena winning this shit and then going on to Redemption to beat Tekla? Absolutely not. But I'd be mad if Athena won this shit, goes on to All In, and then loses to Mercedes.
Again.
So,
in all honesty, I honestly feel Maya is going to be the one to dethrone Athena. And the only reason why I say that is because you could tell TK has plans. And I don't... this is going to sound the way it's going to sound. I don't think Maya World was 100% factored into his plans.
Oh,
and
absolutely
we all
not.
know.
No, yeah, definitely. He definitely was all. Like I said, they had to pull those albums.
And we all know in AEW sense, you know, you get hot on Dynamite and Collision for a while, and next thing you know, you disappear, and then boom, you're kind of in Ring of Honor. And you're like, what the hell? You know, so I honestly think Maya is meant to dethrone Athena at this point, but they're gonna let her get that exposure, be hot. Then, you know, when it starts to kind of cool down a little bit, while it's still a little hot, go ahead and get that belt up off of Athena. And then
you know,
boom.
one thing you kind of brought up Ring of Honor here, and this is kind of a sidebar, but I just hate how I mean, I wish they kept Ring of Honor champions. I mean, we talked about this before. I just wish they kept Ring of Honor champions off of AEW television. I don't know if you guys feel that same sentiment, but I don't know. I wish actually Ring of Honor had like an actual TV deal instead of being, you know, you have to pay for a subscription to go watch ROH. Because, you know, I don't pay attention to like ROH weekly.
Hey, I don't want Leo Rush off my TV, okay?
No, I like this Leo Rush. Hey, speaking of Leo, hey, we're gonna get to that next match here.
Because if we taking Ring of Honor champions off of AEW TV, I won't see the Blackheart, okay?
Or, you know, or just use them in a do something.
Speaking of the Blackheart,
I don't know. I want Ring of Honor to have be more you know, on television and stuff. That's all I want. We can have a TV deal. But there we go.
And kind of Jaeger. Shout out to Nikki Blackheart, who debuted on NXT. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Sorry, I can't. Look, there's only one Blackheart that I acknowledge.
Shotzi. I know. I get it.
Shitty.
That's me, bro.
No.
Excuse you.
Owen.
Okay, Owen, whatever, but Juggs crossing the line, man.
Shitty Blackheart.
Owen Hart is the Blackheart. That's the only.
I mean, that is true. But I mean, did you see Nikki on Tuesday?
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't seen much of her indie work. You know, I heard she's a big.
I ain't gotta see much of the indie work. I just gotta see her. I'm just putting her.
Hey, you know what? You going to jail. You're going to jail for that one. You getting locked up for that one.
But Dizzle is right. Technically, as a long-standing wrestling fan, the true Blackheart is Owen. May he rest in peace. And once again, coincidentally, the tournament, and
you leave the Owen Hart tournament alone.
When this match was first announced, I did not give two. No. I'm correlating with the tournament because we're talking about Owen. But when they first announced this match, when I tell y'all I didn't give two shits about this match, and then the bell went ding, and I was like, oh no, I'm here now. I'm here now. We had a 12-man.
It was when they pulled out the NES, wasn't it?
Team DC. Oh no, it was before then. I told you. Okay. I'm gonna tell you when once I introduce it. We had Team DC MJF along with Okada, Fletcher, Andrade, Doyle, and the Jet Kevin Knight taking on Team Briscoe, which was Briscoe, Takeshita, Darby, Strong, Cassidy, and O'Reilly. When they showed what the cage looked like, when they showed me what the cage looked like, I was a little intrigued because I was like, wait a minute.
What they call the cage? They call it a death door. Wait, what? Death door steel cage match. Yeah, Death door steel cage match. Which, hey, you know, I like how it was circular, and how
that's what I said when they showed me the cage design, I was here for it. And once again, when the match went ding, I was like, okay, I'm here. And yes,
hey, you know when
O'Reilly brought out that Nintendo, I was like, that's my guy. That's my guy.
It stuck you in. He goes like, I want more. You know, it was kind of funny with the backpacks and all that. You know, them pulling out items in the backpack, like the thumbtacks, the oranges. I thought. Hey,
real talk. Shout outs to Kevin Knight for taking that spot because that could have went wrong. And so
God,
shout outs to Kevin Knight. Shout outs to Kevin Knight taking that spot and safely.
I don't know how he doesn't get hurt, really hurt from that. Like, how do you take that?
That was a big ass explosion, man.
Oh, it wasn't as bad. Have y'all? Okay, have y'all ever been around artillery shells? For 4th of July. The shit
have
shut.
not.
Yeah.
So when we used to be in the neighborhood, we used to throw them at each other and they would explode. So it's not as bad, but yeah, shit can hurt. But
you throwing hand grenades at your friends?
Is it like an equivalent of like taking a little like a little shocked a little bit? You know what I mean? Like
they'll shoot and shit all over the place. But I mean that's cool. It's the same things that you put in the tube on 4th of July and it shoots up and it does little.
Oh, the Roman candles.
No,
the artillery shells.
The big ones.
Artillery shells. Okay, okay. Yeah.
I'm saying you're throwing hand grenades at your friends.
Essentially, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was plenty of violence on both sides, but the highlight of this match was when Andrade pretty much took off his shirt and pretty much had the best shirt of the night.
Actually, you're missing the best part of this match.
No. Hold on.
No. Hold on.
The best part was the thing that should have happened a long time ago. Andrade took off that shirt. Fuck MJF and fuck Dunn.
I don't agree. Hold up. They got to calm down with that part.
Yeah, leave Uncle Don alone.
And fuck Dunn. And then, hey, Andrade, even though I am officially on Don Callis' side, but I fucks with you in that shirt, big dog. And look, I've been critical of Excalibur's commentary, but I love, we got to blur that out come Wednesday.
His name is Talkface. I'm just kidding.
Like I love the way he said, yeah, we got to blur that out come Wednesday. But of course, what moment you was talking about, Juggs? Because like I said,
they had this big duffel bag, or whatever. I was like, there's probably somebody in that bag right now. And then, let alone, I was right. It was none other than Leo Rush. He came out of the bag. He was in the bag. Okay, and
man was patient too.
Very patient.
Very patient. I go like, man, how does he fit inside that bag? Like, how can he breathe in there? But no, the stuff that he was doing, it was so hilarious. Like that, everybody, like the whole Don Callis Don Callis family and MJF, they tried getting him. Nobody could get him. That was pure gold. That was. And
they eventually got him, put him back in the bag. And
they chained them up in the bag.
Yeah, and then but ultimately Team Briscoe gets the dub.
And he got him.
That
was like,
what's up? Go ahead. Yeah,
one of my highlight moments was Takeshita digging in that bag when anybody could have jumped his ass for like a whole minute and a half, just digging around like shit. Where did I put it? What the fuck? And just. To Okada.
I kind of had a feeling he was going to do that. I had a feeling.
Okada even had a break from that, and I thought that was funny. Like that was a nice little highlight.
All right, so we're going to take a quick moment from this and kind of discuss what happened on Dynamite. So, on Dynamite, after Team Briscoe won, Briscoe did an interview and he said, "Fuck it, I'm not waiting. I want my title match Wednesday." I want it Wednesday. So to open the show, we do have Briscoe versus MJF, and it was a very bloody affair. Ultimately, MJF gets the dub. Well, the other utility player in this, Kenneth Omega, comes out to kind of protect Briscoe after the match. MJF hit him with the ring once, and he was going for it again. And Kenneth was like, "Hey, big dog, I want that title from you, dog. I'm getting tired of this bullshit. I want that title from you." And MJF hit him with the same stipulation he hit Hangman. I give you the match, but if you lose, you can never challenge for this bitch again. And at the end of the show, Kenny Omega came out and made his choice, and he said, and once again, I can appreciate AEW acknowledging history. Well, granted, Kenny Omega can do it. He did say, "Do I go by the way of Cody and Hangman and go for this?" And pretty much Kenneth agreed. He's gonna give up his opportunity to go for the championship if he loses. Now, I'm going to assume we expect Kenny Omega to lose. Come next week.
I don't know, man.
Here's what I think they
next week.
They had Ospreay talk a lot about, "I want to face you at Wembley."
Wait.
No. Here's what I think they're gonna do. Okay, I think the match is going to end up in some sort of DQ finish. Okay, it's not going to be a clean finish. I think Omega might win some way, but like I said, it's not going to be clean.
But not the championship win.
But not the championship win. So technically, he'll win the match, but not the championship.
I think the cleanest and easiest way it goes,
and then
is this goes to some kind of time limit draw
at AEW. Then they'll do a rematch at AEW Redemption.
But this is the thing, though. I think time limit draw will still count towards MJF.
Yeah, it will still count towards MJF. And
it's not the IC title or international title.
Hangman and a Page coming back on Wednesday. Maybe he has something to do. He gets involved with this some way.
But
if Kenny wins via Hangman arrival, that'd be cool.
Dizzle, what you got?
I think
you up there pondering.
It's an interesting aspect because whereas it's easy to call MJF winning.
Actually, you know what they should do?
Jugs, hold on. Jugs, hold on. But go ahead, Dizzle.
It's interesting because you can easily label MJF going in as the heel to Ospreay's face in the situation because of how they've been telling the story and how it's pretty much been Ospreay working his way back up from the neck injury with the Death Riders and all this other shit. But at the same time, in the background, you have had this situation between Ospreay and Omega. So it would also be difficult to not have that also be the situation here. So it's too many variables because, hear me out, you could easily go the predictable route, which would be MJF versus Ospreay. But even that's not necessarily the story there because they've had interactions with each other, but nothing as significant as what Kenny Omega has had with Ospreay and at the same time with the Death Riders. And with the Death Riders officially giving Ospreay, hey, we gonna let you join us.
Wait. Don't mention.
I'm not getting to the whole thing like that.
Okay.
But just with that aspect of it too, it's just like you also have that playing a part into the overall story as well. So do you go with that? Do you go with Omega and Ospreay? Do you go with a triple threat between Omega, MJF, and Ospreay? Ain't no telling.
Well, we know Wembley is going to definitely be we know they're going to pull out all the stops, swing for the fences, whatever analogies and euphemisms you want to use. So whatever I guess will make the biggest and best match to pretty much crown the Billy Goat ass champion, they're gonna do it.
Well, we know that's the end goal. That's the end goal.
Yeah,
is Ospreay winning? But it's the what we put.
That's him finishing his story. That's what Ospreay finishing his story.
Yeah.
Okay. Since next week's show is outside, okay, it's gonna be like outside somewhere. It's called Beach Break. Okay. You know what they should do? You know how you had when you had Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre, like they were like brawling backstage and like they were on like this truck or something, and then they both fell off, and then like, oh shit, what happened to Drew and Jacob Fatu? They kind of leave it like that. They have like what they should do with MJF and Kenny Omega? They should have them like be like fighting in the water or something. Like they both like drown or some shit like that.
What in the WWE?
Jugs. What in the underground shit are you talking about right now?
Hey, I heard somebody talking about this. Like, hey, that doesn't sound too bad. This do some crazy.
I wish I can say the word that sounds like, but I can't say the word. Especially
it sounds like it sounds like some
broadcast.
No, you can say it. This is YouTube, bro.
I cannot say the word.
What's the word?
I can't say it, and I won't say it. I won't even.
But no,
we're gonna say it. We're gonna talk about it in post.
Right there. It sounds like some big booking right there. But
I think the best way to put it is Kenny Omega wins by count out or DQ, so that way he can still challenge for the championship. That would probably be the best way to go.
Yeah, that'd be the best.
I think that works. Yeah, like have the ref catch MJF using the ring or some shit like that.
Yep. And that way, Kenny gets upset at the fact that he won but didn't win, so that way he can still preserve. And
then that's how they run it back at Wembley.
No, I think they run it back at Redemption.
Yeah, probably a Redemption more than anything.
Because it is in Canada. It is in Canada.
I mean, I would love to see Kenny pick up that belt in Canada.
Yeah, that's where it's going to happen.
The whole reason why my prediction went for Kenny instead of Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that maybe a triple threat may be in the cards for this match.
I could see that too. I don't want to see that, but I can see that.
Apparently, I heard MJF, he's injured and stuff right now.
We've been mentioning the Billy Goat's name enough, and
let's get
and we're going to talk about him some more in a second.
But we've been mentioning we've been mentioning the Billy Goat's name enough, and let's tell you why. Because the main event, which shocked me, the main event was the Owens men's final. Swerve Strickland, as you see in that lovely intro, taking on the Billy Goat, William Ospreay. And this, ladies and gentlemen, was my match of the night. And this is why I always say friends tend to have the best matches. Friends tend to go out there and beat the shit out of each other, all for the sake of entertainment. And I don't mind a little color in my wrestling. Swerve, are you okay? Because that was too much color.
Wow. Really?
This is how
man probably needed a transfusion, dude. That guy
Swerve left multiple puddles of blood. Not just blood stains. He left multiple puddles of blood.
Oh, you're talking about blood.
Yeah, the blood.
What you talking about?
Yeah, I mean, look, because he was like, hey, look, there was a lot of color, and he said Swerve.
Did you think the black man was trying to say that man was too black? What the fuck?
Listen, this is how you get with all the blood in that ring. This is how you get.
Wait, hold on, Juggs. You think I would disrespect any person who was in our intro, let alone another black man?
It was just the way. Look, it was timed. The way that it was said, it was hilarious.
The timing. But you think I'm gonna say that about another black man?
Hey, look, I don't know. You probably want to be cheeky. Jug's been been starting off his stories with crazy stuff. The closet, beach break, being like, hey, we about to be outside.
After I didn't met this man twice, you think I'm gonna tell that man that it was way too much darkness in the ring?
Darkness.
But the most dangerous man in
AEW came out as Lobo.
Yes. Well, William Ospreay came out as Bane. Mm-hmm. And the most dangerous man came out as Lobo. And boy, these two men put on a fucking show. Mm-hmm. And this is the reason why I was saying I'm driving the Death Rider's car at the moment. Because after they had this amazing back and forth, when the Death Riders came out, and when Swerve hit that house call, and Ospreay's head was turned towards the Death Riders, and he was like, "Oh yeah, it's time to hook up now. Oh yeah, it's time to do this. I can't lose in front of the boys. I can't lose in front of the Death Riders." And I will say this. I honestly thought that moment was going to be the end when they was both in the corner. Swerve was gearing up that house call. Ospreay was gearing up the hit blade. And when he caught Swerve and Swerve still kicked out, I was like, what the fuck does Ospreay have to do at this point?
Not only that, freaking Swerve was like, he just did one big whose house? And then instantly got dropped.
Instantly. And they
I was like, oh.
At it.
They went another like 10 minutes.
And the fact that Ospreay had to hit him with the hold on. Ospreay had to hit him with the paradigm shift. Then the Death Rider. Then had to hit the Tiger Driver 91 to finally go ahead and put that man away. Was just icing on the cake.
Good storytelling.
The move he said he would not use anymore.
And then I can even appreciate the fact that Swerve was kind of looking at him like, "Hey, my G, you have to do what you have to do," and you do what you have to do.
This was amazing storytelling.
I want to know what he told Swerve at the end there.
Probably some stuff on the lines of "I love you, thank you," you know.
Thank you, my brother.
Please don't die from bleeding too much.
Please go get a transfusion.
This is how you get so many diseases with all the blood in there.
No, I think if I remember,
why are you accusing the black man of having a disease?
No, I'm just talking. Hey, Will Ospreay, he was bleeding buckets too. I mean, maybe he might have a disease. The Billy Goat, he's a goat. So
I don't know everything that Ospreay said to him. I know part of what he said was, "I'm always gonna have your back." So yeah. I don't know if that was just for them or if that was storyline purposes. But that's part of what he said, because he definitely said a lot of shit to Swerve during that. I didn't catch everything. I definitely caught that.
A lot.
But so the fallout is, we all know the Billy Goat is waiting to see who he's taking on at All In. And there was a moment where him and his wife, Alex Windsor, was backstage, and Moxley was there. And him and Moxley had a conversation, and Moxley said, "Hey, I'm just letting you know, me and the boys talked about it, and I don't get this out to just any old body." And he officially handed him the Death Riders patch. And when Moxley and Ospreay had their tag team match, Ospreay had that Death Riders patch on his trunks. And I was like, bet. And after he got the patch, he was talking to Kenneth, and Kenneth was like, "Hey, I ain't trying to get in your business, this, that, and the third, but you sure about all of this?" And Ospreay was like, "Look, Kenny, I love you. I always love you. You know what I'm saying? I just got to do what I got to do. Just like how you got to do what you got to do, I got to do what I got to do." And even before Kenny made the choice, he was like, "Kenny, like, really? Like, you gonna give your career potentially to MJF?" So it was some good. Hey, now this is the man that Triple H talks shit about, by the way. But Will Ospreay has consistently been the damn MVP of AEW since he has came back. Just put that out there.
No, you're not wrong at all.
But yeah, I couldn't.
Not wrong at all.
Just like how a great match between Maya World and Mercedes, I couldn't give you my one negative. It was that damn Swerve. Did you have to bleed that much?
Like, I don't know what kind of blade job he did, man, but he had to have hit a vein.
It was too big.
He had to have hit a vein in his head somewhere.
Even Ospreay, he was bleeding buckets too. Jesus.
Like Scoot and I were talking, and like he said, he gave some homage to Eddie Guerrero right there.
Yeah, like he was bleeding like Eddie Guerrero when JBL.
He was bleeding like a government mule.
Yeah, Ospreay's his blade. I mean, because he clearly did a blade job. His blade job wasn't as bad because after a while, it did what it normally does. It blood clotted, dried up.
He was bleeding like a soft pig.
Swerve had that running faucet.
Yes,
it did not fucking stop, because I was like, all right, cool, cool shit. It should chill up. No, it was once they got to the stairs and he was about to do drop on the stairs, bleeding in, and you had all that fucking blood on the bottom of Ospreay's boot. Then they got in the ring, and every time Swerve was on the ground, pool of blood.
Yeah.
And then once they got the pin again, and you can see it just coming out from the top of his forehead, just going down. I'm like, bruh.
And to lose that much blood and to still continue the way you continue,
fucking show, man.
Put on a fucking show.
Yeah,
like, my goodness. But hey, that was Forbidden Door, y'all. That was Forbidden Door as a whole. Like, what a show. Like, granted, I'm still against the concept of Forbidden Door at this point, because I said what I said last show. But the pay-per-view all together was pretty damn good. Now, of course, later in July, we do have Redemption, so we will see, what fate holds for Tekla, what fate will hold for the Billy Goat when it comes to All In. But my goodness, what a show!
I gotta say, what a weekend of wrestling last week. I mean, it was good all from Saturday to Sunday. It was good. It was a good weekend.
It was. Thank God they're giving me a break.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna be doing this all again. We're gonna be doing this again
now,
on
before we go, CW had their first NXT show, and I said a lot about it on NXT AG this past Tuesday. But during that show, they announced August 30th they're gonna have
NXT
Heat Wave and a Triple A show. Then it's going to counteract All In. Why? Why?
They said what? Hold on, you said what?
NXT Heat Wave and Triple A is going to be two shows. So Heat Wave and Triple A show is going to be at Edinburgh, Texas, and they're going to do two shows back to back, and it's airing the same time as All In.
Well, yeah, because first AAA is gonna come on, and then right after it's gonna be NXT Heat Wave.
Like,
yes, it's counteracting, it's counter programming All In.
Chill on the counter programming, bro.
I 1000% agree.
Yeah, I agree with this because like WWE is just being petty at this point. It's like fans are gonna go start like, okay, why are you doing all this counter program? Maybe I should tune in to see what's going on with AEW. Like, what are you trying to keep us away from AEW for? I mean, it's like because you got your certain tribalists, and you got WWE tribalists, and then you got AEW tribalists. I'm right there in the middle. Like, I watch both companies. Okay, I watch it all.
Bless your soul.
But it's just like this counter programming is just getting to a point where like they're just trying to take the viewers away from AEW. That's what they're trying to do. I mean, I'm gonna watch it all, but I'm just over it. I am.
Like,
it's petty. That's what it is.
I like this one guy, and I can't remember his name for the life of me right now. But
because there's so many other weekends in August where they could do like a AAA and NXT Heat Wave. It's like, and we've had All In. We had that date has been set for a long time now.
Mm-hmm.
So WWE go like, oh yeah, let's just put let's put these shows on the day that AEW has the biggest show of the year.
I need to shout out the guy who like does the WWE like execs, aka like Triple H, Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
He's just the dude.
I know the gentleman you're talking about. Yeah,
I can't remember his name. I'll have it by the next show. But dude just is pointing out like, oh, the show wasn't all that great, blah blah blah. It was 8 hours long. Who the fuck watches like wrestling 8 hours long, blah blah blah. And then he just highlights all the matches, and you see him like imitating Triple H, slowly conforming to, man, this show was fucking awesome.
Yeah,
but,
yeah. I know
that's why we do what we do. It's hilarious to like yeah, anybody who's gonna be like a naysayer prior to watching the show, just watch the fucking show and you'll see why AEW does what they do and how they put on a good fucking product. Yeah, the show runs long, but there's a lot that gets told in that show when it happens. Maybe you're not in your first couple matches, Scoot, but
yeah.
But throughout the end of it, damn, you get good wrestling.
Elites Wrestling is who the gentleman is.
Thank you.
Yes. But
Elites Wrestling.
Yeah, that is pretty much the week in wrestling. So before we go, Dizzle, you got anything to get off your chest, good sir? Well, good, bad, indifferent.
You know what? Let me address this. the Jey Uso situation.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't think the overall hate is warranted for Jey. I don't think that's the issue, and I hate that it's getting misconstrued with a lot of people on both sides. Because one, everybody already knows the Usos are a glorified Hall of Fame tag team. There's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely. Jey Uso in itself, in his own right, I believe Jey was a deserved world champion when he won the world title. I think he was deserved to win the Royal Rumble when he did at that moment, because everything was in his favor and everything worked out. They struck while the iron was hot, and I think that's one thing WWE should do at all times. You know, listen to the fans, listen to the ovation, listen to, you know, when the company has its finger on the pulse. Jey Uso is a perfect representation of when WWE is doing something right. Yep. However, and this goes to Jey Uso as well, because I think he's getting mad at the fans for getting mad at him, but I think he's looking at it from the wrong perspective, because we have to understand it's nothing against Jey. Like, I can tell you right now, if they took Jey and they leaned in to him getting mad at shit and not giving a fuck and being a badass, nobody would give a shit. Nobody would be mad at him. It's all this is where the animosity and the vitriol against Jey Uso is right now has to do with this yeet and run it back shit, because it's nonsensical. And I am and then that's fine. It's fine to like it, but then make Jey that person. If they want Jey to be Coco Beware, let this motherfucker be Coco Beware. I'm fine with that.
That's a good comparison.
But don't sit here and then try to make Jey a badass and then try to put him in serious situations. And then when you have situations like War Games, when you have situations
like the Rumble, like he's coming out to the Rumble and
Royal Rumble, all this shit.
Yeah.
Running it back constantly when it's not warranted is the issue that people are having. Because if he's meant to be serious, then he needs to be serious. Because you're not going to do that shit with Roman. You're not going to do that shit with Jacob. You're not going to do that shit with Brock Lesnar. You do that shit with R-Truth. You do that shit with The Miz. You do that shit with
Danhausen.
With Danhausen. I was literally about to thank you. The Kit Wilson too. That's who you do that shit with.
Toxic.
But to do the shit with Jey Uso and then try to put him again back with the bloodline where they are trying to be extremely serious, and you're having this again, like the fucking Death Riders, having this personality disorder, not knowing what the fuck to do with Jey Uso. That's what this is right now. And that's why I think a lot of people are having that same fucking issue. So figure it out. Pick one lane and stick to it, because trying to do this shit with Jey Uso and then still try to keep because again, I can almost guarantee that this is them trying to continue to make money off the merch, because once you make Jey Uso serious and he stops doing the yeet stuff, that's money out the window. So either figure out something different with him, or take him from the bloodline and have him do the yeet stuff on his own. That's the only option, because you lose the heat after that. You lose all of the negative shit on Jey Uso after that. So figure that shit out.
All right. Juggs, you got anything to get off your chest this week?
Yeah, dude. And this ain't it's gonna be really short and sweet. Okay, so I wasn't here this week. I wasn't here for the recap for Night of Champions. That's one kind of get my little 2 cents about that. So Night Champions, I thought was a pretty good show. It's pretty good. The side shows could be iffy sometimes, but there was only like a couple stinkers on that show, which was kind of the Obafemi and Jey Uso match. More of a squash match there. And the Tiffany Stratton and Jay Cargill, that I was just not vibing with that match at all. And I tell you what match really stole the show. That steel cage match between Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. Like, those two guys, they have great chemistry, and they have really good timing in the ring. So kudos to them. Now, in my predictions, I did really good with my predictions. I said, and I went out on a limb and I said, hey, why not have Sami Zayn flip all this shit upside down and have Sami Zayn win and in the moment, I can't believe they just had Sami Zayn win the title. They actually had him win the title. I was like mind blown. Like they actually went through with this, which they didn't go the predictable route, having Cody Rhodes win or having Gunther win. Like there were like so many different options for this main event here, which was amazing. I'm happy they went with the unpredictable route, and I'm happy when I went out on that limb. So I gotta say, Night of Champions was a very, very enjoyable show. And then also, Great American Bash. Great American Bash was also a very enjoyable show. I mean, it kind of seemed more like a kind of a special NXT. Hey, Loki agrees with me. Loki agrees right there.
Speaking for my dog, man.
Hey, and shout out to Kendall Gray for winning the NXT Women's Championship.
Why are we shouting out Kendall Gray, dog? What I told you about this?
Kendall Gray.
What I told you about this?
We don't go to shout out Kendall Gray.
Shout out to Kendall
I
Gray
mentioned this before. We look. I'm not necessarily against Kendall Gray.
Why?
But you know what?
Why you
go ahead, Juggs. Go no. Go ahead. Because now you didn't gave me a get it off your chest. But go ahead and finish. Go ahead. And finish.
Yeah. I just want to say shout out to Kendall Gray because I didn't expect her to win the title this soon. I did not expect her to win right there. And also that Saquon Sugars Dion Lennox match that was some match.
That's Dizzle's fucking fault.
It's Dizzle's fault. Blame it on Dizzle. Blame it on Dizzle right there.
It was like, all right.
And I think that was all about Great American Bash. And I have a feeling, you know what they need to do with Pam Paxley when she gets pulled to the main roster? They need to have her work with none other than Lyra. They need to have them two together. Tatum Paxley. I think that'd be good.
No, they don't. Lyra's a bad guy now.
But I think Tatum could be a bad guy on the main roster.
No. She needs to stay in the position she's in.
You don't think so?
Pause. But her character she is now is totally fine to translate the way it is. She does not need to be a heel because she's too loved.
Yeah, you do have a good point there, yeah. But
Jaeger, bombastic,
Sir.
so fantastic. What you got to get off your chest this week?
Nothing you haven't heard before, but I'm gonna say it anyway. WWE and your booking, what the fuck? For reasons that we've already stated, but still nonetheless, the fuck, like, why, like Scoot said it himself, why the fuck wasn't Javon Evans the one to win this shit when you had Obafemi, who's clearly just like acting like he just won a Money in the Bank, or like
my man say,
I can
get the title shot anytime.
Like, no, you surely can't, sir. And it needs to be addressed at least tomorrow in SmackDown. But, again, could have just had your fuck finish with Brock and still had the same result and told a better story. You could have, kudos to you for having Sami Zayn actually win that. I am happy for that at least. And if I had actually gotten to do that prediction, I actually think, I don't know, man. I might not have even gone that way. But I'm happy that was the result.
No, see, originally
now, man, this is my chest.
This is your chest? Okay, I'm not in your chest. Wait, pause.
Yeah. Let's get off my chest, sir.
Get off my chest.
Anyways, Tony D and Kendall Gray, y'all done fucked this up for me, and I am not happy about that. I will be speaking with Leo on when I get my champions rematch. But man, y'all just really couldn't get the Asian man his shine when he had been doing well, supposedly. I don't know. I don't watch too much WWE product. And Lola could have had that.
I mean, not to interrupt you, but to say that Naraku blinded Tony D and had an advantage, that didn't make Naraku look like the best wrestler to say he had a whole advantage and still lost the way he lost.
You see what I'm saying? Like, brand new, doing good shit, and then goes the Tajiri route and still couldn't get the dub. It's just showing out a brand new wrestler in a bad way. But Lola, you could have had that belt another show. Just like one more show. You've had it for a while. Kendall, I know she's been hyped up for long enough.
Actually, she hasn't had it for that long. She really hasn't. When did Lola Vice win the title?
Like a couple of months ago.
Yeah, so she really hasn't had it long.
She could have had it longer. Is all I was trying to get. And you could have stretched the story to where Kendall like got a rematch in some form.
Mm-hmm.
But nevertheless, shit has happened. I will be getting my belt back. Now, Scoot, I heard that because of Juggs' mouth, you had some shit to get off your chest.
So my original get it off your chest was, I'm glad that Dizzle and I have this thing that, we going back and forth. But you know what, Dizzle? I'm gonna say this for another time for the kudos between you and I. I've said this shit before because I even said it on NXT AG. I personally have no beef with Kendall Gray. I think she is going to be a great talent. How the fuck are you leapfrog? You know what? How the fuck are we consistently ignoring Jada Parker?
Yeah,
arguably, hold on, Judge, hold on. Arguably the most popular woman in the damn brand. She has not won nothing. She hasn't won the Speed Championship, the Women's North American Championship, nor the NXT Women's Championship. And Kendall Gray has came in and leapfrogged all these other women and bow, champion. I understand she's kind of like the face of the ID program, and they got to make the ID program look good. I get it. I understand that she's this collegiate wrestler, and they want to showcase the fact that women can, do this the way she does it on the technical standpoint too. But god damn.
You know who I like to compare Jada Parker to? You know how a lot of people cheer for LA Knight. People want to see LA Knight get a push.
Hey, you bringing him back? Hey, don't put that bad juju on Jada Parker.
No, that's what I hear. That's what I've been hearing a lot of people. It ain't me saying it. Okay.
We ain't hearing it. Well, don't repeat them dumbass takes from other people. Don't put that bad juju on Jada Parker.
Jada Parker, she needs a push though. She does need a push. They need to do better with that girl.
But once again, kudos to Kendall for beating Lola. It was a pretty good match. Once again, when I knew they made it the main event, I was like, oh yeah, she getting that dub. But the fact that they making this girl seem a little too just I ain't rocking with it. But that's just me in my takes. But
not me either.
I mean,
they need to utilize Jada Parker better.
But in closing, at SummerSlam, big brother, let's make this shit glorious. Shout outs to Robert Roode.
True words.
And with that being said, I will pass it to my big brother so he can do that thing that he do oh so well.
I will say this for the one time, because while I am upset that my fellow Cuban took the L, however, Kendall Gray, hey, yo.
All right, so with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and do the outro because obviously he's lost his motherfucking mind.
So now, whether
you know what, Nizzle's in the same boat as me now.
Oh, here we go.
There we go. That's what I'm saying.
Whether you loved it,
that's why we're in the back seat.
Don't forget to rate it. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Leave all your comments, concerns, questions down below. Leave your congratulations to Leo and Scoot for winning their championships over the weekend.
Don't congratulate Leo. No, he don't need no congratulations. He already has a big head the way it is.
Hey.
He called his shot and he did what he needed to do to get the thing.
He did the thing.
Did you do all four shows? I know because I kind of.
Nah, we just did. We did three. Well, Jaeger and Leo only did AEW and NXT.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Okay, I only did AW name. You know, hey, I won next. I want to make that a triple threat.
What? You and Scoop both get the fuck?
Whoa.
You can let the champ decide that.
I said at due time I'm gonna come back and get what's mine. I didn't call my shot to win. I just said in due time.
Look, leave that up to Leo on the triple threat business, but no, I'm getting my run back.
That'll be discussed along the way. But for all the people watching, make sure you tag the subscribe button, tag the like button, tag notification bell, get notified on any and everything that we're dropping on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, whenever it is. Make sure you go and check out Juggs' channel, check out Leo's channel. They are dropping live reviews, retro reviews, all that good shit for all your viewing pleasure. Let me go ahead and warm up the Too Sweet for the bros and all those watching at home, whether it be on your phone, computer screens, TV screens, whatever, with a good old bada 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 bam. And of course, until you see these handsome faces and hear these immaculate voices, we bid you all adieu. And until next time, you beautiful, 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 beautiful mother effers. Tag the fucketh. Click, click. Out.
Dollars make a way to make a change. Gotta be insane to make them same mistakes again. So I'm switching lane to lane.